Good morning, student. Welcome back once again to your online classes. Student, in your previous online classes, I have already completed the two chapter number first and chapter number second. Now, as you know that I am taking your biology section of science subject. Today I will be discussed about the chapter number third. Student, chapter number third is fiber to fabric. So all of you get ready to read and learn the chapter number third. Okay, so student, open your chapter number third, fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. Class 7, subject science. In science I am taking your biology section. Now today I will be discussed topic about the fiber to fabric, means animals fiber. Okay, animal fibers. This is the name of chapter. Student, in this chapter we will know about what is the sources of fiber. What is the sources of fiber? What is the animal sources? In this chapter we will learn about the sources, animal sources. SOUR, sources of fibers. There are two fibers are found from the animals, that is silk and wool. But how fibers converted into the silk and wool, we will learn in this chapter. And what is the wool yielding animals found in India? How many types of the wool yielding animals found in India? And also we will learn in this chapter about the sericulture. How silk worm reared on the mulberry leaf base. How will we find the silk from the silkworm? And what is the life cycle of the silk worm? Okay, so let us start about the chapter fiber to fabric and what are the various steps involved in the formation of the fiber to the fabric, student. Okay, so animals fiber, there are two animal fiber, two fibers, wool and silk. In previous classes we have already learned the natural sources. In natural sources there are two types, plant and animal. By plant we can obtain the cotton and linen silk, linen fibers from the plant source. But in this chapter we will discuss about the animal fibers, about the wool and silk, Okay, now student, we will explain about, first of all, about the wool. Generally wool are found, the main sources of wool are the camel, sheep, goat, rabbit, yak, and so many other varieties which are found in all over India. All these wool yielding animals bear hair, because they bear hair on their body, on their body. Okay. Why, student? They have hair on their body. Why? Because these prevent them from their extreme condition. Because this type of generally are found in the suppose the goat, yak, in the Himalayan region and the Jammu Kashmir region, where the very extreme cold condition are found. Okay. So during cold condition, they have hair on their body. In between the hair there are many spaces, many holes are found. You know, in these holes there are many airs are trapped or have between their holes. You know, air is the bed or insulator for the what? Heat. So air is act as the bad insulator of the heat that trap their body heat to escape from the body. Okay, so they keep them warm. So the hair are found on their body. So there are so many animals are found in the all over world that provide the wool. This is called wool yielding animals. Wool, YIELDI, animals. This is wool yielding animals. Okay. Llama, alpaca, angora, rabbit. Okay. So these types of animals have wool, hair on their body. So what is the quality of the wool? So quality of the wool depend upon their texture. Their texture. How can you identify that the particular animals have the very good variety of the wool found in their body? The quality of wool depend upon their texture, thickness, length, texture, thickness, length, and strength, color, STRENGTH, color. There are so many options by which we can identify the quality of the wool. By which we can identify the quality of the wool. Okay, student. So you know, student, the very costly wool, that is called Pashmina wool. Pashmina wool obtained from the Kashmiri goat. Pashmina wool from Kashmiri goat. Pashmina wool is very important for making the shawl, Kashmiri shawl, which keep our body very warm. Okay. So there are 6 important varieties bears in India. I am going to rub this. How many varieties? Mainly 6 varieties. 6 important wool yielding animals. 6 wool animal yielding breeds of India. Breeds of India. Indian sheep. Right? See student, breed and quality of wool. Quality of wool. Okay. Bakharwal, number 1. Second, Lohi. Third, Nali. Rampur, Bushehr. Rampur, Ushair. Patanwadi, Wadi and Marwadi. Bakharwal sheep provide the wool for making the shawl. And Lohi provide superior wool for making the shawl, blanket, jacket, cap. So many varieties are there. And Nali sheep provide the wool which is used for the carpet, for making the carpet. Okay. Rampur Bushehr provide brown fleece. BRO brown FLEECE, which is used for making the mat type and the blanket. And Patanwadi sheep provide the wool for the making hosiery. HOSI hosiery. Hosiery wools means the small type of the clothes which is used by the children. Hosiery wools. And also the last, Marwadi sheep provide wool for the coarse wool. COAR coarse wool. Okay student. So there are mainly 6 varieties of sheep which is bred in India. Bakharwal, Lohi, Nali, Rampur Bushehr, Patanwadi and Marwadi. So Bakharwal is very important for making the shawl, and Lohi very superior wool. Nali for making carpet wool. Rampur Bushehr for brown please also got wool. And Patanwadi for making the hosiery, cap, scarf and jacket. And Marwadi for the coarse means rope. Okay student, I am going to erase this. Already given in your book. Read it at your home. Now the next topic is how fiber converted into the wool. How fiber, in this chapter, how fiber converted into wool. So from fibers to wool. From fibers to wool. Because there are so many wool yielding animals are found in India. First of all, we obtain the wool and then make the fibers. then converted into the fabric, then converted into the clothes, different types of the hosiery clothes. So there are so many various steps are involved in the fibers to wool. Fibers to wool. Okay. So getting wool fiber, there are so many steps. Write down. Suppose from fibers to wool, steps are. First step is, I will discuss one by one, but write down in your rough copy. The rearing and breeding of sheep. The rearing and breeding of, first of all, rearing means the culturing of the sheep for obtaining the wool. Second, write down shearing, shearing, shearing. Third, washing or scoring, washing, SCOURING, washing or scoring. Fourth, sorting. 5, carding. 6, dyeing. 7, spinning. 8 weaving. WEAVING. Okay student, now we will discuss one by one. Okay student. First is the rearing and breeding of sheep. Second, shearing. Third, washing or also called scoring. Fourth, sorting. Fifth, carding. Sixth, dyeing. And seventh is spinning and weaving. In first, the rearing or breeding of sheep. You know, students, all these wool yielding animals generally are herbivorous animals. They feed the leaves of the plants. But when you rear at your farm, okay, so you must given the protein rich food like the mixture of corn, pulses, and the jowar, oil cake. These types of the protein rich food are given to the sheep for the breeding and production of the good wool. Okay, so depending upon the quality of wool required, the sheep are selectively bred. All sheep are not good for the wool. You will select the good varieties which are found in all over India, in the world also. So when we rear the sheep, it is very important to choose the variety. Okay. Now when we choose the good variety, because you know the quality of wool, the texture, strength, color, length. So first, the rearing and breeding of sheep. Second, shearing means the shearing off of their hair from the body of the sheep is called shearing. Okay, the process of shaving off means the process of shaving off of the sheep to obtain fleece along with fleece, also called the hair. Fleece obtained along with the thin layer of skin is called, when we shear the fleece from the sheep, there are some pieces of the skin of the hair of the sheep also come, yeah, along with their hair. So it is important to sort it out, remove this. So the next point is washing. Washing is generally with soap and powder, but it is generally used by the machines also, by using the soap and water. This is also called scouring. It is necessary to remove the dust, dirt and grease from the fleece. Remove fleece. And what is sorting? Sorting is very important. Means the dried hair of different length, we separated them. When we wash out the fleece, there are different length of the fleece are obtained. So these fleece are then sorted out. Sorted out. The small fluffy fleece are called burrs. BURRS. Okay. Now cording. What is the work in cording? In the cording, the passing through the roller means the fleece which we obtain by the sorting is placed on the rolling machine for stagnant. By passing through the roller, okay, for the stagnant. STREG. Okay, STRAI. Stagnant means the giving the stagnant power. Now dyeing means giving the different color to the fleece or means fibers. Okay, so dyeing the wool fibers of light or white in color, they will provided in the different color by mixed in the chemical dyes. Okay, what your choice of color, you can give the color on the fleece. And spinning and weaving, the last spinning and weaving means the all wool fiber are stagnant, colored, are spinning on the machine. Rolled into yarn machine. Spinning, where spinning takes place. Okay. Longer fiber give wool yarn for sweater, where longer wool used for SWEATER. Longer fibers of wool used for the sweater, and shorter spun woven into the woolen cloth. Shorten woolen cloth. Okay, so this is the complete steps of the fiber to the wool. Okay, student. So try to read, try to understand 1-2 points of each and every steps generally. Okay. Now write down homework. Read and learn. Okay. Read and learn the different steps involved in fiber involved in from fiber to wool. Okay, write down in your diary. But this is mandatory to read this. In this chapter, very only two main topic, that is the these steps and the life cycle of the silk moth. Okay. Thank you, student. Have a nice day. Class over. Write down this.